Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we can see that prices generally in the crypto market are coming down at the moment as expected. A few days ago, I told you that I still expect far lower prices for many coins, and again, another day in the red. However, in the short term, at some point now, we should see a corrective move to the upside. When exactly that will come, it's pretty much not possible to say. We still have a bit of scope for further downside on the Bitcoin chart before that actually happens. And we can take a look at that actually here on the 4-hour chart, because maybe zooming out first for everybody who's new on the channel. This is my scenario. Yeah, my primary expectation would be that we are going to land here in the yellow target area between 20 and 29k. In this target area, we've got the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level at around 27k. That is the most likely Fibonacci retracement level of this entire move here. And it is the most likely, Fibonacci retracement level. And there you go. If I draw these now, if I draw the fibs, you can see that this is around 27.4k. The 61.8% fib level is directly in the target area. Another important factor to consider is that in this yellow target area, we have located the 200-week moving average. Yeah, this is currently located at around 22k, and this is an moving average that Bitcoin has never gone below. Yeah, there was we briefly cut it here. That was in March 2020. Yeah, when we had that Black Swan event, but pretty much before that, we've never come below it. So this is a key support, and therefore also here the 20k area, that is pretty much where it starts. Of course, the longer it takes for Bitcoin to come down, the higher the 200-week moving average will go. Another reason why I think we are going to come down is we have on the chart here this bearish flag. You can see the channel here, and we have now broken out of this channel to the downside. You have the flagpole and the flag, so a bearish flag that also will land or should land here somewhere in this region. In addition to that, we had here a head and shoulders pattern, also bearish, yeah, which then broke out to the downside. And so far we have not managed to get above the neckline again. We've retested it a few times and we have not managed to break above it. Also that fairly bearish. Oops. In addition to that, what else can I tell you? In addition to that, as per the Elliott Wave count here, this would also suggest that this second wave in which we are in should land in this area. So we've got here this first wave, then we do an A, B, C. In this wave C, you should ideally get below the wave A, and the wave A low was just below 29k here in June. So also that more likely than not to move down. And in addition to that, if that all wasn't enough, we are currently below the 350-day moving average. That is an important moving average. You can even use the 365-day moving average, the 1-year moving average. Whenever we have really been below the 1-year moving average, and we have now been below it since January, whenever that has happened before, we were in a bear market. Yeah, we were in a bear market, with the exception here of you can maybe call it a bear market, but it was around March 2020 again. But then here after the bull run in 2017, we were below the 1-year moving average for a period of, since July 2018, from July 2018 to May 2019. So pretty much a year. Yeah, pretty much a year. And also here before that, that was the bull run before. So that was here the 2013 bull run. Even here then from August 14 to October 15, again, round about a year. Yeah, we were below the 1-year moving average. That is just something to be aware of. And again, now we are also below the 1-year moving average. It is just something to be aware of. And in my opinion, as long as we are below it, yeah, I have to have a bearish sentiment. But obviously on this channel, we started to talk about that price area and further price drops when we were in, I think still end of November it was. So it's worked out pretty well so far, also from an Elliott Wave point of view. Of course, I've got an alternative scenario on the chart, but even this would land in the end in the yellow target area. This scenario would be that we move first of all here in this green area between 55 and 65k and then come down. But this would only get validated, I think, in my view, and get more likely as soon as we break above the previous high here around 48k. Until then, I am this is really just the alternative scenario, and it has only very briefly here for a few days been the primary one. It became the primary one when it looked a bit like that we break above the channel here, but in the end it didn't happen, and it became again the alternative. So this is really something that I have on the chart, but not really believe in it anymore. At the moment, the chart adheres quite well also to the shorter term wave count here, where again we are coming down here in a 5-wave move. The 5-wave move could now be complete, that first impulse here, therefore the yellow wave 1. You know, maybe we come down a little bit lower, and we still have scope to come down a little bit lower before we move up here in a corrective move, to the upside. And that could land between 42 and 46k. So there will, after a wave 1, you normally get a larger correction. And that, in this case, would be a correction to the upside. When will that happen? That is pretty much impossible to say. Obviously, for that, you need to have a more shorter term view of the market. You need to watch out for the market, any kind of reversal patterns. Very important. But what we can currently see here, that obviously with that wave 5 now, the price dropped slightly below the 2.382 fib level. And this was the first target that we already nearly reached here a couple of days ago, when it was looking like we had already completed that 5-wave move, because the 2.382 fib level is a fib level where that wave 5 can be complete. We moved up quite substantially, but it was only pretty much a fake out. We came down lower again. Next target would be here around the 37.1k. That is the 2.618 Fibonacci extension. And then we even have here the 300% fib extension at 35.6k. So until this move or this price target, that wave 5 could continue before we should then see a larger corrective move up. It can basically happen now at any time, but again, we are then going against the higher level trend. In my view, the higher level trend at the moment, at least medium term, is going down. Of course, long term view is Bitcoin is going to go up, but medium term down. Another reason for that is obviously that we are coming down lower and lower out of this channel. And very importantly, I know a few people who went short here. I didn't, who retested, well, because the price obviously moved down and retests now this 39.2k level. We talked about that already earlier in the video today, that Bitcoin is retesting that. Seems to me at the moment that the price is unable to make it higher, at least at the moment. We even had here a bearish engulfing candle, and since then the price has made another lower high. And I wouldn't be surprised if from here we go lower again. And the next imminent target here is of course the 37.7k level. That is the previous low. And if we go below that, I think the 37.1k level, which is that 2.618 fib extension, that would be the next price target here in the very short term. Should the price really make it above that 39.2k level, then I think we're going to see the 40k. Yes, certainly. That would be here the channel. But if we move above that, then we have a good chance to move to that 42k level and potentially complete that second wave. And that is really all I can tell you at the moment about Bitcoin. Not too much change, but very interesting to see what Bitcoin is doing there with that 39.2k level. And again, we had a reaction to it, and we are going down lower again, all into the direction of the price target between 20 and 29k. What happens here in the daily noise is oftentimes really unpredictable. We can look at the higher level waves, do the wave counts as good as well as possible, as good as possible. But if one of these doesn't work out, we have to adjust the wave count, and any of that will not have an impact on my medium term view, which is that the price is going to land in that yellow target area. How long is that going to take place? How long will that take? I can't really tell you. Again, TA doesn't often give you a possibility to come up with a time frame. It would just be a guess. Originally, I thought the correction could be over end of Q1, but I always emphasize the possibility it could drag into Q2, and this is what happens. It could even take longer. It is impossible to say. It depends on how strong the price and the market is going down. what the news are. Generally, news don't have a massive effect, in my opinion, on the market. But they can be a catalyst. And if they are a catalyst, they can accelerate a movement, which normally would have happened anyway. Yeah. So we just need to be aware of that. Okay, and that is my view here about Bitcoin at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. If you can't get enough, then maybe check out my trading course that I'm currently publishing on my website, morecryptoonline.com. I publish 1 chapter per week. You can buy the course currently already at a discounted price. And again, I publish 1 chapter per week. Channel members get an additional 15% discount. And I think it's a really good value for that. There will be 15 chapters and again, 1 chapter per week. The first, let's say 1.5 chapters are already released. And every few days there are new videos, and every week there should be 1 completely new chapter. Okay, hopefully you liked the update. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.